Hey there, how you doing? Did you get that thing done you needed to get done today? That's good. Everybody's got something they needed to get done today. Hope you got it done. Let's take a look at my floor. What on earth is going on there? Let's just flip this camera around and I'll tell you about it. And we're back. Assuming I can figure out how to splice this stuff together. Look at all this mess on my floor. Right down there you see pieces of broken CD. Some guitar books. More pieces of broken CD. Probably the worst ripoff in history, Esteban's Guitar for Beginners. Bunch more stuff. Look at that. All over everywhere. That box right there is the only clutter that is supposed to be there. Well, what do you mean, Jeff? Just by calling it clutter, you're saying it's not supposed to be there. Well, yeah, okay. But what it's got in there is, now I have to move something which I haven't touched yet till now. Well, it's called a Big Mouth Bubbler. I'm going to use that to transfer some beer out of a primary into that as a secondary. So it's there for a reason. It's just I have nowhere else to put it until I'm ready to use it, either tonight or maybe tomorrow or the next day. Anyway, look at all this mess all over everywhere. You shut up. Clear over here, there's a battery. And what could the battery have come out of? Let's take a look. That would be a metronome. Oh, look, a CD out over there. Who knows where that came from? There's a bookend right there. Where did I see another one of those? I thought it was in here. Oh, yeah, there it is. Another bookend. Those were, well, we'll get to that in a second. More, way, way, way over here. More guitar books. Stuff associated with playing the guitar. Look way, way over here. Look where that is, way over there. And another battery. And look at this battery. It's in some pretty bad shape. Apparently whatever it was in was not used for quite some time. Where did all this stuff come from? Well, I'd been asleep about 2 hours. And I was just dead asleep. I was in like the bottom of the sleep cycle, the worst possible place to wake a person up. When I suddenly heard a massive crash up here, and it was all this stuff falling down. All this was on what I call my guitar shelf, which is slanting down at the moment and should be way up like that. And let's take a look down in there if we can. I can't tell. Maybe we can't see. We can see from over there. There we go. You can see that the screw is just ripped out of the wall. The wall anchor just ripped right out of the wall. So what, Jeff? You loaded it up too much? It's too heavy? Well, I put this shelf up there about 15 years ago and have accumulated this stuff probably over about 6 years. And I don't think I've touched the shelf for about 9 years other than to dust it off because I haven't had the time, or I haven't made the time. I've had better things to do with my time than practice guitar. I know some of you probably find that hard to believe. And yet, in the middle of the night, it wasn't the night, it was about 8 in the morning, but for me, because I work nights, that's the middle of the night for me, middle of my sleep cycle, it all came crashing down. I've never had anything like that happen before. I mean, not unless I overloaded something and then within 5 minutes or something it comes crashing down. But to come crashing down after 9 years of having no more weight added to it, that was really weird. And then I get up and I look at the news and the very first thing I see is right about the time this was crashing down in my apartment, houses were crashing down in Japan because of an earthquake over there and a lot of people lost their homes. So let's not lose perspective here. I just thought that was interesting, though. See ya.